Hey guys, AlexAutomotive here, and today we're going to be doing the rear fog light mod on my 2007 BMW 328 Xi. And for this job, all you're going to need is a pry tool, a screwdriver, and this little plastic push button thing to go in the light switch to activate the rear fog lights. But before you do this mod, make sure your state doesn't have any regulations or laws about having rear fog lights. So, without further ado, we are going to take our pry tool. We're going to pry underneath right here and right here, because there's two tabs right here for this vent, and that will come off. So I'm going to pry this off, and then for the light switch, there is a tab here and two tabs right here. So you're going to take the pry tool, or you can just pull it after you get this vent out and just pull it out, and I'll show you how to do this modification to your car. Okay, so after you pry the vent off and you pry this off, it's stuck on by two tabs, you're going to have an electric connector for the light switch. So what you're going to do is you're going to push down this tab right here and then slide that gray thing over, and this will come up like so. Okay, so after you get the light switch off, you're going to have those two clips there. You're going to have a clip on both sides, and then two more clips on the back. What you're going to do is you're going to carefully pry those off and get this back cover off to access the rear, or access the light computer that's behind here. So I'm going to pop those off, and I will show you what is behind here and what to do. Okay, so now that we got this cover off right here with those 6 tabs that it has, we got this right here, which this is the light control computer that controls all the lights and the switch. So we just carefully take that off. On the back here, you got this, which right here are the buttons for the front fog lights, and this is for the rear fog lights. So your car already has this in it and has it programmed in it, and all you need is this plastic piece right here to go right here. But before you actually put this plastic piece in, you're going to have to take this out right here, because they put 4 little tabs that you got to cut off. There's just little plastic tabs behind this switch. So I'm going to pop this button off right here, and I'll show you how to cut them off. Okay, so now with the light switch, you got to remove this button. So you got to pry it off from the top. That's what I did. And then normally there's 4 little tabs on the edge of this that you got to cut off. I already cut them off to verify that it actually works. So you just cut off these 4. And then what you have to do after you cut it off, you just put it back in the same spot. You snap it on down like that. Then you're going to flip it over. And then this is what comes with factory. This is for the front fog lights, the one that came with. So you're just going to go over to your light switch, put this one back, because normally it falls out when you do it. So just put it back to where it goes. So just put it back down there. And then I made this, and I'll be leaving this in the link in the description of where to get this. I make them, so I put them on an Etsy shop, and I'm going to sell them. So if you're interested, you can go check them out at the shop. I'll leave the link in the description. It's just like the OEM one, and it will fall right down into the same slot, just like that. So they'll all fit nice and perfect. So after you do that, you're going to take the computer, you're going to put it on just like this. Make sure everything lines up and you're not pushing on it or prying on it to break it. So it's going to line up just like that. You take your cover again, you're going to lean it right over here. Got to be careful with this cover, because you do got the pins for the electrical connector on the computer, and you want to make sure everything's lined up before you actually push it down. So the pins slide it through like that. Snap it in. Be like that, all the way snapped in. Make sure the tabs are nicely put down. And then you can come back over here. Grab your electrical connector. and put the electrical connector on. Goes on like that. And you grab the little tab, push it up, and then it will snap on and lock on, just like that. You want to make sure it's latched so it doesn't come off while you're driving and cause your lights not to work. And then after you do that, you push it back into the home where it's supposed to go. And then you grab your other trim piece for the air vent. And you line that up. And then you also just push that in to where it goes. And just like that, you did the rear fog light mod to your BMW. I'm pretty sure it goes for all the E90s. So, after you get that all on, I will show you that it works. Okay, so now that you got everything put together, what you're gonna have is you're gonna have your front fog lights that you gotta turn on, and then you're gonna have your rear fog lights. You're gonna press that button, and on the instrument cluster, it will show you that you got your front lights on and your rear lights on. The green one is for the front fog lights. The yellow one is for the rear fog lights. So we're gonna shut them off. We're gonna go to the back of the car. So that's with the lights off. You see they're not as bright. So we're gonna go to the front of the car. We're gonna press the front fog lights first because the front ones have to be on for the rears to work, and we're gonna press the rear fog lights. So now that we got the rear fog lights on, it turns on this light, which right here, which mine are stock halogen bulbs, and it will turn that on. So, we come back here again, shut the rear fog lights off. That light isn't on anymore. And then, here. And then that light's off, and you turn it on, that light's on. I mean, this is already pre-wired for your car. All you need is that little plastic piece to push down the two little buttons on the computer in your headlight switch in order for this to work. So if you're interested in any of the things I use, I'll leave the link in the description. And if you're interested in that little plastic piece, that'll be in the link in the description as well. And if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell for any notifications. Thank you for watching.